been about a year and a half since I started developing my first commercial game that I'll be releasing on Steam. If you only keep up with my YouTube videos, you'll notice that I created a devlog over a year ago and haven't given a real update since. I absolutely have not abandoned the game, but I've been working on it quietly. For some reason, it's been really hard for me to dedicate the time to create any long form videos about it, but I can assure you that I've been working on it fairly consistently for the past year. I know I was planning on having it ready by the end of last year, but we missed that goal by a large margin. I know making games is hard, but I never imagined how hard it would be to make a commercial game. Game jams are so fun and easy because you get to throw away the project when you're done, so to speak. There's always promises to make it better, or add this thing, or fix this bug, but it rarely happens after the fact. If you do make changes, the jam's already over and not many people will go back to play it. When you create a commercial game, you can't just overlook bugs. You have to do the administrative paperwork, set up an LLC, write copy, come up with system requirements, test on every platform you're supporting, etc. There's so much to this, and I didn't think about how much it would impact development time. I handle the development and all of the front of the house responsibilities on the project. I'm also building this in a custom engine, so I need to handle bug fixes for that as well. I'm not complaining. I've actually enjoyed the entire process for the most part. Excuse the rant. Let's just talk about the game. I've been working on Necromancer, my 2D match 3 roguelite, for over a year since the last devlog. A lot has changed in that time, so let's talk about it. One last thing before we get into it. In some ways, it may not seem like I got a lot done in a year, and that's because life happens. I've had some major life changes, and I haven't been able to dedicate as much time on the project as I wanted to. I also burn out a bit, but I'm back into full gear now. I'm not great at creating an itemized list of things for videos like this, so we're just going to do a playthrough of the build a couple months after the first video, and then we'll do one of the latest build as of recording this video. I'm going to play through a build of Necromancer from last year. This is April 7th of last year. We're on the start menu, as you can see, and also obviously it just doesn't look good. We have the logo there. Obviously that looks good. Everything else is just text. And this is our map. This is our, map. We have our health, attack, defense, gold, and then our little legend, which none of these are actually colored, but we have that. And then if we go into battle, or we hover that, it'll tell us exactly what we're gonna face. So 19 health, 3 attack, and 3 defense. I mean, the core gameplay is kind of there. You can see something's missing here. Oh yeah, the gems. That would be like the gold gem. And then this is a big difference here, is the current intents. The intents in the game basically are sword, shield, all these things, and that's like, what we're gonna do. And basically you take 3 turns, you'd build up these intents. So I just did a shield, and then I do a sword here, another sword, and then I'm gonna attack for 6. I'm gonna shield for 6 as well. And then once we finish those 3 turns, then we'll do our move here. We can also reroll. That'll count as a turn. So if I click reroll, then I'll reroll, and then my intents will apply. So now I have 6 shield, I believe. Or actually, I don't even know if shielding works here, but I should have 6 shield. I can't even see how much health I have. This is the health bar. I mean, this is pretty straightforward, kind of what it is. There's really not much to it. There's like, this is like an event. So I can sacrifice health, get attack. I can rest. And I heal. I mean, the events are literally just a black screen. And then, I mean, it's pretty much all the same. Okay, this is the latest build. This is the demo branch. Both the demo and my local, like my testing branch in this actual Steam game are 1-to-1 right now. So it's not any different than this. And I'm trying to fix any little bugs in the demo. So I don't think I mentioned it in the video, but yes, we launched the demo last week as of recording this video, and we've had some decent reception here. As you can see, the start menu looks so much better. There's custom art for it. We can start a new run. We have settings. We can exit the game. There's some niceties there. We hover, things bounce, things highlight, things move. We have a settings screen. It's still kind of barren. We have some analytics in the game, and you can turn that on or off. It's not set by default, and then if you open the game for the first time, there will be a message that asks you, and you can decline. We can change the settings, full screen. We can change the volume of the music, or the master volume, effects, screen shake. We can change game speed. Then we can go back to the main menu, which probably should be removed because we're still technically in there. Then exit, obviously. Go to new game. Once we start a new game, you can see this looks way different because before we were thrown into the map. Now we have we have two characters. You can select this one or this one. There's a little bug for some reason the name isn't showing up, but this is the magician. This is the demolitionist. And we can go back and forth between them, and then we have our starting pieces. I kind of just made one difference here just for the demo, and then we can start. And then see there's like a nice little transition. We have our map here. It looks so much different. It's scattered with little decorations around it. It's really random right now, so sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't. Right now I think it looks good. We have a little grave that's always at the beginning here that the character presumably came out of. And what you see as we hover things that they highlight. We have a bag here, still work in progress, but for the menu, and then we can go to our inventory and see what we have. We can filter items, potions, treasures. We start with a treasure here, Hocus Pocus. And then there's like a quick view here, which I think we need to decide the bag or this, or, do something, I don't know, there to make them more integrated, I guess. Then, as you can see, we can enter a battle here. You can see that the art itself has been touched up. There's more UI elements here. There's a little bit of a little wobble for the player here, with all the enemies. It's kind of offset so they're not just in sync wobbling around, which it was before at some point. And then we have their intents. You can hover those. I'm trying to add tooltips to pretty much everything we can. There's still things that need to be added. We have a bar down here that shows our treasures. We only have one. And then this is our moves left. I still need to update this. I have new art for this to be added into the game. And then the magician, actually, their treasure is Hocus Pocus. You can drag items from the queue to the board. This is the queue, and you see as I'm hovering them, they get bigger, indicating we can drag them around. So if I want to make a nice OP match here, I'd go, I think, this one? Or maybe I go like this, and I move this first, and drop that in there. And we got a nice big match there. And then you can see we have a combo here. The combos can go pretty high, but I can't just, it's just no easy way for me to just like set up a combo. Of course I say that and then I get a nice little 8 combo there. And then there's actual statuses here as well. So I hover that. This guy takes extra damage when vulnerable. And then I'm probably going to finish him off. Yeah, there we go. And then we can see that we have a victory screen, and then we have a couple rewards. So if I click this reward, that one slides up. Nice little effect when I hover it. It's still work in progress, but it's getting there. Right. And I just healed for 10 health. Boom. And then you can see I have my potion bar here. I was rewarded that potion for winning that game, that match. Let's see if we can do something here with this bomb. So that's our potion. It's a bomb potion, and it'll just destroy a group. Let's set up a bigger combo here. Oh, I didn't even notice that. There we go. And then we should be able to finish off here soon. 2 moves. Let's see. And then right there. Okay, so we got a treasure here. White pawn. Gain +1 move each turn. Then let's start skipping around. We're gonna start skipping around here. Let's go to there. We can rest, so we'll heal. We continue. And then the next is, let's look at the shop. Did a nice little dev trick here, and I gave myself $999 here. We're gonna fill up here. We're gonna get these potions. We'll get. It's not good that there's a gem. That should be a bug. That there's 2 gems here, because you can only have 1 gem at a time in inventory. And then we'll get rogue gloves. Give us an extra 50% after a battle. White bishop. And there's also, you notice in the old build there's a reroll, and that was just like kind of at will. There actually is a reroll potion, and that doubles as a reroll for the shop and in battle in your queue. Then we have a little treasure here on the map. I just got a treasure chest on the map, and I just got a treasure out of it. And then we have an elite battle. So this is just kind of like a mirror, or I guess this will be a mirror matchup, I believe. Right now, it just either of the characters can show up here, and then we could fight them, but I'm not going to do all that because you've already seen the fight. Go back to the map, and then there's the final boss here. And then the final boss is kind of stacked. I'm not going to ruin how it works. If you want to see, there's a little bit of a dynamic gameplay here with how things work, then you should play the demo. As you can see, a lot has changed. I've been pretty quiet on here simply because I found it hard to sit down and make the time for this without wanting to just work on the game. I think it's worked out so far. I'm not sure of the full release date, but I'd like for it to be soon. Necromancer will be starting out in early access. That way we can refine and balance the game with the backing of the community. Whenever we feel that the game is its complete self, we'll push for a 1.0. At that point, the game will be increased in price just to represent the full-fledged feature set of the game. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.